Good morning, children. Welcome to the social session. Children, we were learning about the revision of formative assessment 1, children. As a part of that yesterday, we tried to understand the first unit, that's the reading of the maps. So, generally on the top of the map, which direction will be placed? It's the north, okay? So, do not forget that one. And the symbols, the conventional symbols, and even the scale, the ratio between the actual distance and the map distance will be taken into account in order to prepare the scale. And the third one is the directions. So these are the three important requirements in order to make a map. And today we shall learn about the second unit, that is a globe, a model of the earth. You know it very well. Globe, okay? Globe, it's a model of the earth, okay? It is not the model of Mars, or it is not the model of any other planet, but it's a model of the earth. So this model of the earth works in order to locate a places very easily, and in order to understand the earth features very clearly. So coming to the globe, children, as you all know that it looks like this, spherical in shape. Globe is spherical in shape, okay? And these lines are called as latitudes, okay? These horizontal lines are called as latitudes. There are 90 latitudes in the northern hemisphere and 90 latitudes in the southern hemisphere. This is 0 degrees latitude, which we call it as a equator. What do we call it as, children? Equator. And 23 and a half northern latitude, we call it as Tropic of Cancer. Whereas 23 and a half southern latitude, we call it as a Tropic of Capricorn. Tropic of Capricorn. 66 and a half northern latitude, we call it as Arctic Circle. Arctic Circle. 66 and a half, okay. Southern latitude, we call it as Antarctic Circle. What do we call it as? Antarctic Circle. And 90 degrees north, we call it as North Pole, okay? And 90 degrees south, we call it as a South Pole. So these are the important latitudes present on the globe, children. And these latitudes are helpful in understanding the climatic distribution of the world. The places which are located near to the equator will be hot, and the places which are away from the equator, that means near the pole, near the circles, that will be chilly cold. So this is how we can understand about the distribution of the latitudes. 0 degrees latitude, we call it as equator. 23 and a half north is called as a Tropic of Cancer. 23 and a half south, we call it as a Tropic of Capricorn. 66 and a half north, we call it as Arctic Circle. 66 and a half south, we call it as Antarctic Circle. North 90 degrees is called as North Pole. 90 degrees south is called as South Pole. As you all know that, children. So this is north, this is south, this is east, and this is west. So north, south, and if you draw the vertical line, it becomes east and west. So this is how we can understand about the latitudes. Then what are the vertical lines called as? Coming to the vertical lines, children, vertical lines are called as the longitudes. These are the latitudes, okay? And now I'll show you the vertical lines. This is a 0 degrees longitude. What they are called as? We are learning about latitudes and longitudes, children. So first, equator and other things are latitudes, and these are the longitudes. So this 0 degrees longitude, we divide the globe into two equal halves. This is called as Eastern Hemisphere. This is called as Western Hemisphere. India is located in Northeastern Hemisphere, children. Northeastern Hemisphere. That means Northern Hemisphere, okay, latitudinal wise, and Eastern Hemisphere longitudinal wise. So India is located in Northeastern Hemisphere. Do not forget this one. This is one of the most important one, that India is located in Northeastern Hemisphere. And this 0 degrees longitude, we call it as a GMT, okay. GMT means Greenwich, okay, Greenwich meridian or mean time. There are 100 longitudes on eastern hemisphere, 180 longitudes on the western hemisphere. Totally there are 360 longitudes. So this is about the latitudes and longitudes, children. In the next class we will learn about how these are helpful to the mankind and how many oceans and how many continents are present. Thank you, children.